really struggle to get up to that height.
Well, that's the lineup for the first of the three heats in the men's 400 metres. The first in each heat, and three fastest losers go through to the final, as we see. So, 5 athletes go to their blocks in this first heat of the men's 400 metres. That is David Gillick, the Irishman, 3A's indoor champion, runs for Belgrave Harriers. Very good athlete, he's run 46.43 this season, coached by Jim Kidd. It's interesting actually, and it's not a joke, but we've got 2 Irishmen in this 400 metres, one of whom is the British indoor champion, and the other who's the Danish indoor champion. Work that one out if you can. Well, there's Dale Garland, the man from Guernsey. He goes in lane 4, coached by Malcolm Arnold. And that was the Hungarian, Zsolt Szeglet, on the outside, the Hungarian record holder indoors and out. So Dale Garland on what has been a pretty mixed first day for the British team. Can he claim a place in the final? It's pretty competitive. Just the winner goes through. And Garland's gone off pretty quick. Also getting well into his running is David Gillick, the Irishman. One more bend, and then it's the break for the inside. It's going to be Gillick who goes for it first. There he is, the Irishman, the shoulders rolling. Szeglet, the Hungarian, also, and I'm afraid there's a bit of a gap opening to Dale Garland, and the Irishman and the Hungarian fighting for the curb. It's a good run from David Gillick, 3A's indoor champion. The Irishman, the Belgrave Harrier, and he's running away with this, and he's looking very impressive. Dale Garland, the man from Guernsey, coming through in 3rd place. He may even snatch 2nd, which will be valuable. He does so. 46.19, the winning time there for David Gillick, and that a lifetime best by almost a quarter of a second. A good performance from the Irishman. And Dale Garland, who started off slowly, well, he did well, and I think he came through for 2nd place.
He did indeed, yes, very strong finishing from Garland, who's relatively new to this level of competition as an individual 400-metre runner. He's better known as a decathlete, but that is impressive running from Gillick, my word. The Irishman, still only 21 years old, 46.19, makes him the 2nd fastest European this winter. He was 3rd fastest. He leapfrogs Leslie Jeune of France, but a huge personal best there. He's not holding back much there. He's given a lot, winning pretty extravagantly, you might argue, by 5 or 6 metres. 46.19, that's new territory really from his old personal best of outside 46.4.
And he showed real sort of physical qualities as well, because there was a fight over the curb after 200 metres with Zsolt Szeglet, the Hungarian, and Gillick really just muscled him out of it.
Well, Emma Green goes next in this high jump. One failure already at 192 for the Swiss. Seen that replay up on the big screen in front of her, and will take some encouragement from it.
Well, there's the result from that first heat. David Gillick, 46.17, lifetime best for him. Also for Dale Garland, the Briton, 46.89. A good performance from the Briton.
Aspire, Academy for Sports Excellence. Aspire today, inspire tomorrow.
Now just beginning to ease back, and McCarthy back there in 4th place. Well, the winning time 46.78. If you look at the 2nd place time of Dale Garland of Great Britain, 46.89, it was only marginally quicker. I think he'd have been a close 2nd in that one, Dale Garland. He was indeed a distant 2nd in the first heat, so he'll have to wait and see how he gets on, because this is pretty competitive come the line. And the winning time of 46.78 has the Ukrainian there, Demchenko, and the Pole very, very close to Canal Martin.
Yes, and I reckon Dale Garland will be watching this rather nervously, because I think that gap is pretty close to the one he had. Anyway, there you go, Volodymyr Demchenko in 2nd place, 46.87. And Marcin Marcinizin of Poland, 46.89, exactly the same time as Dale Garland. So, at the moment, 3 fastest losers there.
Susan Jones at 192. Oh, no, she really didn't get on top of that one mentally, did she? didn't believe she could clear it, and that was the poorest of her 3 attempts, sadly. So Susan Jones goes out of the high jump with the 3 failures at 1.92 m.
Well, as things stand, just to go back to that 400 metres, if the second athlete in the final heat doesn't run slower than 46.89, Dale Garland will have got himself into the final, and that will be a rare achievement for the young man from Guernsey. To be between Emma Green, Monika Ejaga, and perhaps also Irina Kovalenko and Eva Strakova. But there we look at the result from that men's 400 metres. David Canal, very impressive in winning that, 46.72. And Demchenko and Marchinizin, well, they could qualify as fastest losers. Champion, indoors that is. So the target, or the time that we have to keep an eye on, 46.89. That's the time of Dale Garland, the young man from Guernsey. At the moment, that is the time of the 3rd fastest loser. Well, Forshev, the Russian, has gone off very hard, and he'll break first now. And Forshev goes to the curb. To keep your eye on the clock, this is vital for British hopes where the final is concerned. 46.60. And I tell you what, Tim, I think we could have an interesting situation here where we actually have the 3rd fastest losers. Well, there'll be 2 of them. 3rd equal. What will they do with them?
Well, Dale Garland was 2nd in the 1st heat in 46.89. 3rd place went to Marchinizin in the 2nd heat in 46.89. Now, I don't think their finishing position in the race would give the nod to Dale Garland. I'll have to dig out the rules book on that one.
We don't have a runoff, do we?
You can't have a runoff, and you can't have 7 athletes in the final. So what on earth do you do? They'll go down to the thousands. That's what they'll do. They've got that luxury. They'll go down to the thousands and give it to the quickest. And we'll bring you that news as soon as we can. But that's good running from the Russian there, Forshev. 46.60, a season's best after an incredibly aggressive first 200. 21.49 made him even quicker than David Canal in that 2nd heat, who ran out in 21.59. Gajka, the German, good strong running from him, 46.74. He qualifies as a fastest loser. Rob Daly, unfortunately for Ireland, misses out with 47.53, but he will be an important part of a very strong Irish relay team as we see another athlete going clear at 1.92 in this women's high jump competition. That's Eva Strakova of the Czech Republic.
Place in that final heat of the men's 400 metres, 46.74. So that does create that little problem with Dale Garland, one of those 2 athletes to have run 46.89, equal 3rd fastest losers. So we'll keep you informed on what is the outcome of that.
Speaking of problems, the officials down there have got a bunch of female high jumpers who have been out on the infield for 2.5 hours competing, and they've got to jump on. So we see that confirmation of that win for Forshev. He goes through to the final along with Gajka. And we'll bring you news of whether or not Dale Garland has made the final as quickly as we can. He had Britain running 46.89. Very, very close to his personal best of 46.82. Well, here it is. And you can see there are 7 names there, but there's only 6 lanes on the track. So what are they going to do? Surely it's got to come down to thousandths of a second there between Dale Garland, the Briton, and Marchinizin at the bottom there, the pole. As you can see, their time's identical. Gillick the quickest by some margin. Well, the spectators in the arena have a slight lull in proceedings.
And Gilmore runs the ball out again from dummy half. Wrestle to the ground. There's Nathan Wood, the man missing from the heart of this Warrington side. Hyam gets to his feet on the left.